I'm trying to think where he goes, actually. He could just go like Tranks, Midas, and then Shiva's into maybe a Hex or something. He could also just rush the Hex like you mentioned, but...
miCKe sees MJZ, and I think he might be MJ dead right now. The whole team's here. They'll take him down. They'll give the kill to Nisha as well, just to make sure their mid laner gets a great start. And that is exactly what you want to be seeing for this mid lane for Nisha to start this game off.
This is exactly what's needed for Liquid here. A couple kills. And I think their lanes will be pretty formidable in regards to, like, Sniper shouldn't be contested. I think mainly it's the AACK lane that Liquid are looking to find kills, because once you pick an off-lane Phoenix, this is not a hero that, you know, crushes the laning phase. It farms up, you put 3 points in Fire Spirits, you just push wave, go farm some hard camp. And that will, of course, give Bristle quite a happy entry into this game.
Yeah, should do. It's a pretty reliable hero to get into the game. You know, doesn't really struggle in lane too much, and then usually... Ooh, nice kick away from boxi there to secure an extra bounty rune. Trying to be a bit cheeky on Knight there to grab that one, but denied. But yeah, Bristle always finds a way into the game. Like, you can't really shut him down early. Even if he somehow has a bad lane, he will come back. But miCKe, they get heavy hits here from Knight and Illich. And even if they don't kill him off here, which I don't think they're going to, it's still a kind of stinky start to the lane for him on low HP. iNSaNiA looking to make the trade back the other way and just harassing down Knight with a bunch of right clicks.
Now, do you think you're going to be saying, hello guys, welcome to the Road to the International. We will be commentating Sniper versus Omni Knight mid lane?
You know, I hoped, but I didn't expect. This is lit.
Yeah, this will be, I think, a no-kill lane from either side. Both heroes will probably just push it out. Omni will tank some damage, but then purify back up. Nisha will just get headshot hits and eventually put points in shrapnel and then be able to shove the wave there. Rotation potential, of course, Liquid with the Earthfit has the advantage.
The thing is, if either of these two do step out of position, then there is a chance they can get balled down. Like, there's slows, there's tons of damage coming out from these two.
It's the supports, though, that will bring that into light.
Yeah, yeah. Top lane, Knight really doing some damage to Zai here. Zai going to be forced to pop the Fire Spirits to push him back a bit. Of course, not super healthy on Knight either, tanking that whole creep wave there, so both of them getting kind of low. But yeah, Zai going to be forced to lane on not a ton of HP.
Yeah. It looks like Zai's going to be going for the urn, and to then most likely a Midas. He's got, you know, a casual glove here in his quick buy, but I think this is a game for Liquid where they can be a little bit greedier. Like, there's no way that they can itemize for a 15-minute timing of winning fights. So just itemize to farm through that window and then look for like that kind of half an hour engagement to then really kind of get themselves into the game. This is going to be a slightly longer game, I feel, for Liquid, unless they just find massive kills in laning phase and just sweep through the game. Of course, that could always happen in any Dota game, but
true.
I think Liquid will be a little bit more farm efficient this time around.
Yeah, and one thing which is always going to be nice, especially now that Zai hits level 2, he's going to have the Icarus dive. He's going to have a full stick pretty much at every point due to playing it against Bristleback, so he might get low on HP, but he's never really going to get brought down here, I don't think, unless MJZ lands a sneaky silence on him or something. It's going to be very tricky to actually finish off the Phoenix. Same with boxi as well. He's got roll, so the two of them are pretty escapable. But yeah, not going to be able to put tons of pressure on the Bristle, I don't believe. Is in the middle lane. Ooh, Nisha, he's like, I don't care about the water. I just don't want you to get it. Nice heal, though, onto the creep. He
has to take him available. Go, deny.
Oh, he's going for the kill. He doesn't care about the rune. He's trying to bring down the Omni Knight. Slat him. He's pretty miserable at the moment.
But he doesn't have a lane to play. Nisha just styling on him there. Going for the 2 points headshot and take aim. Having that bonus range to be able to deny off the water runes, but also just non-stop tickle this Omni Knight, and he finally gets a bounty rune to have a little bit more regen from his bottle. But yeah, nice moves there from Nisha to focus on that 2-minute rune.
Yeah, just killing them both. He's shooting everything. I mean, I would have loved to see boxi maybe roll across and get the bounty rune, but of course it's a pretty huge risk. Leaving your Phoenix alone kind of affects the lane pretty heavily, and you might just end up walking into an Omni Knight and giving him a kill or something. So maybe the play just to stay in lane.
So with this build from Nisha, like, Saddam kind of can't play the lane. Like, he just doesn't have resources to to non-stop get headshot. And he has 2 Wraith Bands on Nisha, like plenty of attack speed as well. SLATM, he's going to need some help. Like, he picked a mid Omni Knight and he just can't play the lane.
It's going down the toilet. Help is coming.
And another water
for both sides. Yeah. boxi and MJZ both meeting each other, and SLATM dares to take foot a little bit into the lane, comes close to the steps, and look at Nisha. He's just holding his ground. There's 2 creep waves on him. He doesn't give a care. He doesn't give a care
So many
at all.
shrapnels.
Rotation in from Knight. iNSaNiA is here, trying to help him out. Nisha being slowed out by the stroke of fate as well, and they will finish the job, catch them out with a Hammer of Purity, but they get the return kill onto Knight. SLATM, is he going to fall as well? iNSaNiA trying to take him down, and will be able to get him with the right clicks. No, MJZ being tagged up as well by boxi, looking for some help here to take down the Grimstroke. Is boxi going to try and dodge the Inkswell? No, he is not. Roll forwards. Nice sidestep there from MJZ, but I think he's out of life. He's out of options here. Just try and get off a little bit of stroke of fate. Trying to get the creeps over, healing himself, but no, denied. boxi takes him down regardless, and that is going to be a nice movement in from the side of Liquid. They do lose their sniper, but they get plenty of return kills in retaliation.
Yeah, the key thing there was Liquid also brought the supports. If Thunder Awaken was able to rotate in, kill Sniper, it gives SLATM just a little bit of entry to the lane. But yeah, Liquid just mirror that movement and don't allow any real punishment to occur. And Nisha continues to be a happy little farming lad. And yeah, he's going to go for the Diffusal Blade. Of course, the reason why Diffusal is pretty good in Sniper is you can build it into a disperser, put that active on yourself, be extremely quick. It's AoE as well, so you're amping up your team if they are near you. So this item, very good if purchased early on a Sniper. You can take over some games based on momentum.
Oh, they're moving on to SLATM again here, and iNSaNiA has been taken down on the bottom side, but SLATM, he's taken some heavy hits, and there's just no way out. He's out of heals, he's out of life, taken down. Nisha links him to death.
So you know what I said about this this timing from Thunder Awaken being some like death ball?
Yep.
They're gonna have to try and death ball with 4 heroes because this Omni does not have a game.
I mean, be fair, you know, it's kind of more like 3 supports than 4 heroes, but yeah, I understand the sentiment. And are they just feeding Knight and Nisha another kill here?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Omni's here.
Okay, surely they can get a bit of revenge here. He's going for the TP out though. They don't have the damage. Oh, Power Shot is not there in time. He TPs away. Nisha, too good. And now boxi kicks SLATM up. Is he stuck? No, he can get his way out of that one. But Illich will be able to come through and help them clean up boxi. So again, another consolation kill for the side of Thunder, but not getting the big boy, or more importantly, the little man. The sniper gets away in the middle lane.
Will iNSaNiA get the Wisdom Rune? He's there. About 8 seconds before it spawns. Oh no, he's running away. He's like, oh, okay, I'm not giving away a free kill. Bye.
It's one of the rare occasions I've seen someone back out from a Wisdom Rune fight.
Yeah, normally a lot of 5 players are like, I don't care, I'm going to try and stun. Like, he does have points in Cold Feet. He's opting to be playing on the lane.
Movement in from MJZ onto bottom. They want to bring down miCKe, and the Inkswell is there onto the tree and protector. miCKe really running out of options here. Wand is available, but not going to save him.
Now, imagine if iNSaNiA had tanked those spells at the Wisdom Rune. The game would be entirely different. But no, Thunder Awaken making some pretty good moves, especially with how dire the mid lane is. They do need to try and do something, because boxi, he's just not leaving SLATM alone. boxi just playing with Nisha this entire time, making sure Omni Knight does not hit the creep wave too cleanly. 20 for 7 on the Omni Knight to 32 and 19 for the sniper.
Jesus. Yeah, Nisha, he's getting good. He's having a very nice time. I think Thunder needs to do something about it. And they keep bringing in the heroes, but boxi, he's just the early warning sign. And Nisha, they're coming for you, my friend. And Thunder, let's see it out. Knight, has he been able to maneuver around this one? No, he has not. Sniper actually just sees him and just starts shooting him down. And now boxi rolls in from the side, and they'll bring down Knight, and that means no Inkswell on this side as well. SLATM gets frozen up. He has hit level 6 right now. He can level up his ulti if he wants to, but no, goes for the repel instead to try and get himself away. And that does seem to be the play, although boxi still chasing, still wants him, but the heal is there from the Omni Knight, chasing back boxi and keeping himself alive. It's still another play onto bottom lane. Illich, he's been caught out by miCKe and Zai. The rotation from the Phoenix down to the bottom side. TP's in, helps out his CK. And another kill for Liquid.
Liquid just getting kills all around the map, especially because Zai, we not had to mention him, he's just in a trader farm in top lane. He sees Winner and just step up a little bit too far down the lane, and then, yeah, 4 points in Fire Spirits, plus Egg and an Urn. Yeah, plenty of damage to kill off this relatively squishy Winner. And Slatum
God.
shows himself again, and boxi. Boxi just has his number.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower.
boxi is just attached to this middle lane. It is a
Sniper.
dual lane mid, but maybe they're getting some revenge here onto Nisha. Zai is behind him, trying to help out, but with the Ying Sword coming in, the stun is there, and Nisha's overextension is punished.
They finally had to kill him off. The way that they were playing, it's like, okay, you need to kill Liquid at some point for their aggression.
Yeah, I mean, he was sitting at 4-1 and 3, so about time someone put an end to his shenanigans. But I mean, due to all of this happening, like the CK is kind of just, I don't know, chilling down on the bottom side. But at the same time, you could also say the same thing about the Bristle. And honestly, like the side lanes are kind of just equal trades. It's only the mid lane which is going crazy.
Yeah, the thing to me is this a bristleback game where he gets, let's say, like an 18-19 minute ags plus shard, and he's breaking open the game because he's going to be running into shrapnel slows, sun rays, ice blasts. That's a lot of like counter to him. On top of that, there's like the diffusal blade hit as well to drain some of his mana, so he can't cool as effectively.
Yeah,
and I think Thunder Awaken just need to be mindful of that. Of course, I think they do have a pretty cool answer to Sniper when they're playing outside of base sieges. Because when you're on a, Aghanims, go invis, run around, you get that focus fire onto the Sniper, pre-concussive grenade, then you might actually be able to just kill him off with that Windrunner. But there's a lot of things that need to go right for Thunder Awaken whilst Liquid's draft.
Yeah.
The fights play themselves because you know that Dai is going to be running into your territory in the hope to just brawl you out of the game.
Oh, boxi, another perfect roll onto MJZ. And he's going to get brought down as well.
Dire's top tower.
They assemble up in the top lane. Both supports come in just to make sure this tower goes in their favor. Pressure is immense. I mean, do you want to see the Thunder Awaken doing a little bit more on the side lanes? Because it does feel like they're kind of just letting things happen, allowing Smiling Knight to just kind of farm the triangle, and Win sort of just trying to respond to stuff, but not really actively making plays.
Radiant are scanning.
They just don't have damage to make plays on Thunder Awaken. I think that most of their heroes scale over time with levels and items. So like Bristleback, he needs Vanguard Ags. A Windrunner needs a Maelstrom to then be like a little bit of a threat, but realistically she needs like that BKB or that Ags to be survivable. And Omni Knight, you're normally looking at like Harpoon Shard timings to be the big window. miCKe steps up actually to the tier 1 tower.
Yeah, this is a movement and a half from Thunder Awaken. miCKe gets beaten down. 4 heroes just suddenly upon him, swamp him and bring him down.
Yeah. And that's kind of Thunder Awaken's best move to make. It's just hit creeps, be effective, try and get to that moment where each core has one of their active timings of their first item, and then play from there. Until then, just find the free opportunities. And Liquid, they present 1 or 2 throughout the first 12 minutes, but not too many to feel comfortable. Nisha has the diffuser blade completed. Nice mana burn from range. Of course, the end goal for this build is going to be the disperser, making him even more elusive due to the fact he'll have the suppress active, which makes him go very quick around the map with bonus move speed.
Pretty cool. Oh, I'm kind of getting now why they picked Sniper. They've even dressed like Muerta as well. So they wanted Muerta, didn't get it. They just picked the Muerta Sniper with this lovely set.
Yeah, I made that joke yesterday, Nomad, but it's fine. You can recycle it.
That was a pudge. That wasn't even close.
We could get a team of Muerta. That's true. We're getting close.
Some more sets, please. But yeah, it feels like the CK is always going to be the target for Thunder Awaken, because Sniper's just positioning is always going to be really safe. He's kind of hard to jump, if he's not far from like a TP point as well. And the Phoenix, he's just pretty quick. Icarus Dive, always a very annoying ability. Egg buys the time for the team to come in. And here we go, another roll in onto MJZ, and there's that Egg coming down, throwing a nice blast as well, and MJZ is gone. And by the way, Knight's just going to tick out as well to the damage from Zai as well. However, they're looking for a bit of revenge. Thunder, they're bringing in the heroes. They're on top of boxi right now. Sunray not going to be enough to heal through boxi right now, but is doing decent damage. Illich is dropping everything on Zai. Zai doesn't care though. He's standing his ground. Illich has to back away as Nisha's here as well. And the Spirit Vessel, is it going to tick him away? It's not. Omni Knight's here to keep him healthy. And that will be, well, a bit of a trade. But going pretty nicely in the favor of Liquid, I would say. Zai getting so much from that. And almost getting his Midas finished up.
They have one of the most like old school potent combos, right? AA plus Earth Spirit. Earth Spirit always likes to set up the fight. He likes to do lots of magic damage. You throw that with the 4 points of Ice Vortex from iNSaNiA. This build is exceptional. This is the build for Ancient Apparition, in my opinion. You want to reduce that cooldown to 4 seconds. Just have plenty of vortexes around the fight to amp up that damage. And then, sure, some Sniper of Shrapnel or some Phoenix in the area. Plenty of damage to kill off these heroes. And Thunder Awaken, if they get caught by any of this, they are to go down. But yeah, boxi having quite an exceptional game so far. The pressure on mid lane, the setting up the fights. He's kind of doing a lot of work for Liquid so that the cores don't have to waste too much time moving around the map. He's doing it all by himself, it feels.
1, 2, and 10 on the Earth Spirit. Yep.
He's only missed out on a single kill.
Omni Knight. Nice blast. Oh, slightly off the mark.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Tricky one to land. Sladum saw it coming as well, so moved out of the way. But yeah, this middle tower not going to last too much longer, but going to last longer than MJZ as he gets brought down again. boxi on top of him. If a hero exists, boxi will roll upon them. And how do you walk at these guys as well? Like, how do you approach Liquid? You've got to walk through shrapnels, you've got to walk through vortexes. And they just keep on chasing. Sladum's going to be the next target. boxi just forcing him almost back onto his high ground. Not letting him into this topside jungle whatsoever. Then he circles it and just says, this isn't the place for us. They're just going to have to wait for their Bristleback to get its Aghanim Scepter. That is when they can maybe play some Dota, but for the moment, it's chill time.
It's like the way that you say maybe. I'm just like, yeah, maybe they can play some Dota? Like, maybe they can somehow dodge an Ice Blast and then utilize Quills and the tankiness, but not get hit by a Sunray or slowed up by some Shrapnel. This is going to be, I think, one of the first games that I've got to cast where the brittle timing of Ags isn't going to be his true timing of playing the game.
Sladum does sidestep the A-Blast again, which keeps him alive in the middle lane once more. Luckily, he is fast, especially with Repel, to get a couple of the slows off him. He can get his way out of this one. And actually, I'd love to see some Boots of Bearing coming out from somebody on the side of Thunder Awaken.
That'd be true. A very brief window of no cares to move speed. Just get yourself around.
Charge.
To invest in that is like, who's buying it? Like, Tree can't buy it. Grim can't buy it. Bristle, you're griefing if he's doing it. Omni, same thing. Windrunner. It's kind of like an impossible item to buy in this game.
Thank you for the sound effect. Yeah, accurate.
No worries.
Yeah. It's there's no Boots of Bearing carries on this team. Maybe Treant, but he's already got the Arcanes. Probably not going to happen. No one's really considering it, so not going to be a factor. Knight, he's got this Aghanim. He's going to come and defend it, but boxi immediately wrap around the backlines. Air Blast coming on through the top. Knight, he takes down boxi, trying to run away, but the Assassinate catches him. A long-range poke damage from the side of Liquid is just too much to handle. Bristleback, I mean, he needed some help there. He needed some teammates. They just weren't in the neighborhood. But Edge comes around the side. They want to try and take down Nisha. Nisha getting pretty low here, but the Sunray, it's not doing enough. They will get the kill. But on the side of Thunder, they're all getting pretty low as well, but they're managing to get out the damage in time. They take down Zai, and they will win this fight. Shame they couldn't do that whilst their Bristleback was alive, but that was something.
It's important to get the kills, and I think Thunder Awaken. Like, all right, guys. We're doing it. And I think if you can kind of just ignore the amount of pick-off Liquid has, they are slowly getting to some key Windrunner and Omni Knight timings. I think, of course, you've got the sharp pickup from Omni Knight. You've got Windrunner, only a component away from BKB. Knight even killing off iNSaNiA had a little bit of a streak on him, so that's a lot of gold going the way of the Treant Protector.
Not bad, Thunder. Not bad.
Yeah, not bad, yeah.
To be fair, I don't think I've seen a game from these guys where they've been stomped yet. Like, I didn't watch the 0-8 series, has to be said, but during even Bet Boom Game 1, there were moments when they were still managing to impress me in a game where they never really stood a chance. So they're always capable of making these comeback plays.
Yeah, I think the question for me is how do Liquid utilize their spells in the fights? We saw how easy it is for them to kill off a Bristleback, but then it's like, you've used everything for that one hero. Do you now have enough control for the Windrunner? Do you have the burst for the Omni Knight? And because of how bad the start of the game was for Thunder Awaken, like the Omni's game is kind of a bit of a bait right now, where it doesn't look too great, but once he picks up Blink Dagger Harpoon, suddenly everything's going to kind of flip on its head, because he's going to be able to instantly kill iNSaNiA at the start of every fight.
It's big timings for Sladden, but he's got to get there first. And he's not a hero which farms particularly quickly, so comes down to trying to make some action happen, trying to get involved without those.
And the reason why Omni Knight is so potent is his shard allows his right click to use Hammer of Purity every 6 seconds, which obviously is a pure-based damage spell. And heroes like AA that have less than like 1,000 HP, you're already pretty much ripping through them quite quickly.
Indeed. boxi rolling on in.
Some juking.
Side, Knight. He's caught by the dust, but he's in the tree line just about and does get the TP away. Pretty close though.
Like just looking at the kind of the stats for the other streams, it's like it's kind of hard to give context, but the kills are very close in like all of these games. Even our game, 14-11. I think a lot of games that we've cast so far in the Road to the International has been relatively, back and forth in regards to kills. You can feel like the momentum shift based on what type of heroes are getting those kills, but it has been quite scrappy in a good way.
Yeah.
The win probability right now, very much even.
And of course, Thunder Awaken, whilst they obviously can't watch the game, they'll be hoping and praying that Zero-Ray are able to get the victory over Shopify Rebellion, because it takes a little bit of the pressure off them. Shopify Rebellion, of course, currently the same score as Thunder Awaken in this group stage, which is not what a lot of people would have expected.
Yeah, that is a crazy thing to think about, actually. If Shopify are to lose 2-0, but Thunder get a single game win, Shopify are out.
It's getting spicy. It's getting very spicy. Meanwhile, Thunder is certainly looking to make moves with their own heroes. They are inside the pit. AA Blast, though, gonna come in. It's a biggie, and it's gonna catch him out, but it doesn't matter. It's too late. The quills are up, Bristleback comes down, and Aegis now in the hands of the Bristle. We know what Bristle's like when he gets this Aegis as well. Very, very obnoxious.
Really nice moves there from Thunder Awaken. Like, Liquid don't really have rush potential with their heroes. They're not buying like Solar Crest. They don't have good ways to go through minus armor. So it take a lot of just time for them to get it off. And yeah, Thunder Awaken, just walk up, use this Ags from the Bristleback, and now the AA doesn't look too great. He's like, okay guys, I've used my Ice Blast. It's on cooldown for a minute, but he has the Aegis, right? 2 lives. On top of that, you have the Omni. I feel like for Thunder Awaken, once you get this Blink Dagger on Omni Knight, go for a smoke. Try and make a play as a team. Because if Liquid ever misuse an egg, misuse an Ice Blast, that's when suddenly the positioning of Sniper opens up and you can get onto him without the fear and threat of death.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That's what it's all about. It's what this game is going to come down to is, can you get Nisha? Can anybody get on top of Nisha? And the good thing is they have 2 heroes to be able to do it. It's not just solely up to the Omni Knight, as Knight's just going to get brought down to the bottom side. But it's also Wind's capable, especially when she has a Blink Dagger.
miCKe has had a exceptional game as well. Quite a quiet game, you got to say. 1-2-1, but 13,000 net worth at the 23-minute mark. Practically tied with the Sniper. And on top of that, 275 last hits. So he has just been farming a storm. He's got the Silver Edge, the Armlet, the Echo Saber.
Jesus.
If Bristleback steps up, like, he could just get Ice Blasted or broken, plus in the Diffusal. It's going to be a hard game.
boxi does get caught out a little bit of the top side here. Uses the Yules to try and buy himself a little bit of time, but I'll stay on him regardless. And he's
looking for more?
Building an Aghanim's. We'll get to that later.
Oh, the Gale.
The Gale. It's doing work.
They see miCKe.
Yeah, he's in the tree line here. Connection from MJC is Sladden. He pops the ultimate and goes in. He is getting himself a safety before he even needs it. Very cute. very nice try. Kills off iNSaNiA, but no major targets really brought down just yet. But still, Thunder, they are bringing the fight to Liquid.
I have never seen an Omni-Knight preemptively Guardian Angel, then blink in like, ha, I gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, it just means that the CK just can't turn around and Reality Rift and bonk him down.
For sure, yeah, I'm down for it. No, it was very cool. They're smoked up though. They are trying
this is a big wrap.
Wait, Sniper. They see him.
Oh, the hero behind, in the middle of everyone. He's got no way out of this. Nisha, he just walks into everyone. boxi comes in, tries to save the day, but I think it's just going to be another death for him. Yules is up, Sladham's not going to make a difference. boxi's gone as well. This triangle, it belongs to Thunder.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, what a time from Thunder Awaken. Like, to be able to just recover from how hard the lanes were, to still hit this timing. Sure, it's maybe 3-4 minutes later than what it could have been, but they still hit this kind of death ball mass. Omni-Knight with the blink, able to just lead from the front. And of course, the Grimstroke continuing to give Omni-Knight presence. He throws the Ink Swell onto the Omni. You please jump a hero. I can instantly get that stun to ensure you get that damage on top. How can Liquid get themselves into a fight right now? You've got the Disperser, the Hurricane Pike on Sniper, a lot of kiting potential in play. And we've already mentioned how miCKe's got all the big ticket items that you would want pre-30 minutes. But they're yet to make that decisive move to find that kill. Of course, the Aegis is going to be a deterrent for Liquid. It is expiring in about 1 minute and 10 seconds time.
I would expect them to wait until that is sorted out before we see any moves being made, but Liquid, they do tend to see the game through their own lens.
He's dead.
Uh-oh, boxi, brought down again. Always
Nice
out
BKB
deep
from
on these
Illich,
lanes.
From like the start of the game for boxi to then a couple deaths, it kind of shows that Liquid are just trying to just prolong the game a little bit here. And obviously, boxi has become the sacrificial lamb of pushing the slightly deeper lanes.
We're talking about unconventional timing. Still 30 seconds left on the Aegis. No Spirit Breaker just yet. It's going to be a while before we can get back to any fight. And they're smoking up and they're looking for stuff.
Spirit Breaker?
Spirit Breaker? Did I mean that? No, I meant Earth Spirit.
There we go. I was looking for a chance. Like, what's happening?
Yeah, it's just casting with you. It's just that hero is always, it's always in my mind somewhere.
No, don't blame me.
But here we go. Aegis runs out immediately. Liquid are on top of the bristleback. The timing
So
could
beautiful.
not have been better. Oh my goodness.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I like to think it's like, guys, my Aegis is out. Just immediate death. I'm dead.
And because of that, because of the speed in which they killed him, look at the bristleback's inventory. Look, he's got a backpack recipe for BKB, a recipe for a Bloodstone. He's got a lot of recipes, but not completing the items here.
That's a bit awkward.
Yeah. Very good move there from Liquid. Just respecting the Aegis to the second it goes down and then obliterating him. Thunder Awaken just didn't even conceive the idea of them trying to go for that pickoff.
Dire's bottom tower.
Nisha takes the tower down on the bottom side with the help of his team. They'll take a tier 2, and the moment the Aegis is over, as is the dominance of Thunder in this game, Liquid, they put their foot down and remind them who's boss.
Radiant's top tower.
Thunder, it's on them to try and make some movements now. Without this Aegis, though, I'm a little worried. The bristleback did just get turned to absolute dust in that fight. But I'm still interested to see what fights look like if Thunder are all together as 5. Like, how do 5-on-5s actually look this game?
Radiant's top tower.
Not in the traditional sense, right? Like, one team has no major team fight and the other team, like, we're not seeing like the big heroes in that regard, but pickoff potential is insane. Like, when no one can execute a hero, of course, we've seen the CK plus Ice Blast combination can blow up. So it's all about who makes the jump, who sets up the fight correctly. I think Illich, he's going to be a key component for Thunder Awaken.
Yeah.
Like, expect your bristle to go down at some point, but it's on Illich to wrap around and find that sniper, to put that focus fire onto him, and to prevent Liquid from just walking through the fights themselves.
It's very brave just standing on the front lines, but he's gone for this build of BKB plus Lincoln Sphere, so he doesn't really feel too bothered. Throw in a shield rune as well, and This Wind Ranger ain't going down too fast. Also not a hero who's reliant on all the heals coming out onto him, so the Air Blast not too much of a threat.
And boxi's already... He's preemptively itemizing to deal with this focus fire from Windrunner. He's going for the Aghanim, so if someone does get out of position, he can roll over, turn that ally to stone form. And Grimstroke should be going down quite quickly here.
Yeah, Air Blast was committed for that one though. I'm wondering if Thunder are going to see this as perhaps an opportunity.
Yeah. So only on cooldown for 40 seconds though. So for 50 seconds, but it's been 10 seconds. Thunder Awaken, they have a BKB on Omni Knight. They are looking. miCKe can't start him.
Oh my god, Slatum, he's not surviving through this. Way too much damage. Nice Shackle comes through onto the CK, but it's not enough to keep him alive. Knight, he's hesitating with the overgrowth here. Doesn't want to throw it down, even though he's got Knight behind him. Would have really liked to see that tree try go for that right there, but they're being a little bit cautious with the two of their heroes dead, which is fair enough.
Yeah, and the CK does have Manta, so instantly would have been able to dispel it and just disengage if needed.
Yeah, just pumping it in case miCKe did use the Manta at any point there. He's ready to follow up.
Look at
top side.
Nisha just takes
Nisha go.
Tower is under attack. Dire's top
boxi just very emotionally just popping the dust in the tree line, says, I'm here. I'm waiting. If you come in, I will roll on you. Not trying to be subtle about it, just letting them know that Nisha's bodyguard is ready. It's bottom lane. Ice Blast comes through, doesn't connect onto the Bristle, who now has popped his BKB.
I think that's a thing we don't see too often though. Like the idea that because Dust has the lingering AoE, where if you run into it, you still get hit by it. Like teams don't often preemptively Dust. They still kind of have that old school logic of press it when I want to look for the hero, then it's there. So I like the fact that boxi is kind of showcasing what to do with a Dust. Of course, kind of Roshan, you do it as well, but at random tier 1, tier 2 tower sieges, just throw down the Dust, why not? Just don't allow for that invisible jump.
No, definitely. Can't put a sentry
Roshan number 2, please.
Yep. Now,
will Thunder Awaken be
awkward?
Careful though. Will they wait bot lane?
I think I'd like them to. I don't see any reason for them to try and like portal up top or anything, but maybe Liquid are looking to give them a reason to come back to top.
The way they're just faking it, I'm like, all right, no. But if they've timed it, they know it could be respawning in the next minute or so. So them just parking themselves down here, throw down the wards, Treant Protector with that shard. The reason why it is so powerful in the meta right now is your ability just to stand in the trees, break that smoke, blink, disengage back to your team, and then have that vision advantage. But Tree's positioning right now is nowhere near the team. He is all the way back.
Yeah, he's the one been sent back to defend. Doesn't have any way back into the fight though. Doesn't have the TP spot. So
not a fan of this, that's for sure.
No, they're going to be playing without their Treant, and now they're going for Roshan. Nice Slatum, going for it. Side, coming over the top. Got to give him a vision. I'll see you Lich on the sidelines, even using the Assassinate just to pop that Lincoln Spear, make him feel a little bit of fear. Oh, they see Knight in the back. They spotted him. boxi immediately on him. Now, things get a little bit awkward. Liquid, they know there's one hero behind them and 4 in front. But somehow, Knight is able to just rejoin his team with the Blink Dagger over on the side. So, two tricky to go and chase as a roll comes in. They're going into the tree and they're going to be able to bring him down. He will be the first target killed off in this fight. And look at that CK. He's just stuck at the moment. He needs to get off his ultimate. We'll finally be able to do so, but not before boxi's already torn apart. And now, miCKe trying to fight against everyone. AA Blast comes through, clocks onto everyone. That'll take down Slatum. Very nicely done. Knight, though, able to deal with the CK illusions with ease, but miCKe himself has been able to get himself away. So he's going to survive through this, but now Zai jumping in on top of MJZ, wants to cook down this Grimstroke, should be able to do so. Knight is back, jumps in, big ulti, but Nisha, he's the king of the castle right now on his hill, just blasting away. Knight comes in, takes down iNSaNiA, is on the sidelines, likely going to drop, and then Nisha and miCKe joining up with the Silver Edge to finish off the Bristleback. Everybody on the side of Thunder lying dead on the ground. The fight belongs to Liquid.
Yeah, just the patience from Liquid there, that they wait for the courier to arrive, get that gem. boxi initiates beautifully onto the Treant Protector, and that was the key theme, I think, for Thunder Awaken and why they were struggling in that fight. They sent the tree back to the base. Then they brought him back down to the fight. He kind of spent a lot of time just absent, and then in doing so, they just weren't ready to fight. And yeah, boxi, he initiates beautifully, instantly killing him off. And sure, miCKe does get cellbound up, but the fight is quite disjointed here. Illich going in, the rest of them having to disengage. Zai with that egg, forcing the fight to the southern side. And yeah, you're going to see Bristleback. The reason why it's not too good right now, because of that Ice Blast, even with the Omni Knight spells, he's not healing up from the Bloodstone, from the Quills, and he has to retreat the entire time. So yeah, A doing work, Phoenix doing work, the boxi doing work to set up the fight. And I think for Thunder Awaken, they just wish that they set up this fight differently. I feel like they had the ability to potentially run Liquid over there, but they just weren't kind of just in the right place at the right time at the Roshan area to prevent Liquid from just free casting all their spells.
Yeah, and it all starts from Liquid in the top lane as well, just utilizing the Phantasm to send illusions down the top lane, forcing Thunder, or at least making them feel like they had to come back and send the Treant back to do a bit of defending. And I mean, honestly, Knight nearly pulled it off. He nearly made the base defense, TP'd back to help his team, and then made the fight happen. But unfortunately, just gets caught off as he's about to rejoin his team on the front lines, and boxi takes the initiative, gets the kill. And now, by the way, boxi's got that Aghanims finished up as well, so we might see some sick saves coming out from boxi if he's able to find the angle.
Yeah, it was already pretty hard to find the sniper, and now it's going to be even harder, especially because Nisha's going for a Silver Edge. He sees the fact that the gem from his opponent just got picked up. You now have 2 gems inside a Liquid. Go for it. Treat yourself to a Silver Edge. Have additional forms of just kite.
Treat yourself. You've earned it, Nisha. Good lad.
Nisha's just playing the most like chill little sniper game. You know, he walks over, hits the tower.
I like how as you were saying that, he's like walking up high ground. The rest of us are like, whoa, whoa, whoa. There's no spirit here to help him out, but he wants to try and finish off the tower whilst the... in they go. Sladham's just immediately trying to take down Nisha. Does do a decent amount of damage to him, but not really threatening his life. And don't forget, Age is still available on this sniper, so... Knight, meanwhile, being dropped by both boxi and Zai, who went back to deal with him to make sure their waves are getting into the base okay. Wave, it is coming, it is delayed, but it is coming. So the siege is still very much alive for the side of Team Liquid, and now no Treant to be able to join in the base defense, at least for the next 30 seconds. Nisha feeling a little bit threatened, doesn't want to just accidentally get caught out by the Bristle Smack to the face, and once again, Opti just trying to finish the job. Oh, in it goes though with the Aghanims from boxi, saves him, keeps him alive, keeps the Aegis in play. Enchant Remnant, Enchant Sniper more like, doing the work. This is such a long siege coming out from the side of Liquid, but I mean, you've got a sniper, it's working. miCKe illusions, of course, shoving in the other lanes as well. And now, using the shrapnel for the vision. Sladham, once again, he's going to try and do the same thing. I'm wondering if it's getting predictable now, if Liquid are going to be able to respond to it. And yeah, there you go. Really seeing out Sladham. Nisha getting low. They just want to take this Aegis so badly. If there's no Aegis, he can't do this anymore. You can't just be the annoying little dunk guy.
We've used like 2 Sunrays during this. Is Sunray number 1, go hit, come back. Sunray again, go hit, come back.
And here we go. miCKe is committing. They want the range barracks. It's getting a bit windy, but that's okay. Illich comes in from the side, and there goes the sniper. They will get him down this time. boxi not there to save the day with the Enchant Remnant, or at least doesn't want to use it for his first life. And do they commit now? Now there's no Aegis. It's still really, really hard. They're still 22k gold down.
Oh no, the Omni Knight's queued up a Midas.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Really?
It's in his quick buy. I don't know if he's going to commit for it, but...
How would you feel about that?
Yes.
Yeah, you love
Maybe. Adore it.
Inspirational. Brave. Provocative.
Yeah. Yeah. Thunder Awaken will for sure be in a little bit of a spot of bother for sure. Like their primary way of getting back into this game is hoping that boxi just isn't in position to save a sniper who tries to go for high ground. We saw how awkward it was for Liquid to siege the high ground. They were respecting it quite heavily. miCKe was looking to skip waves while Sniper was pew-pewing away. But for Thunder Awaken, they need to try and create a scenario that they can do that. I guess the issue is they don't have very good wave clear. So the CK ultimate is doing so much work. Like, one hero alone seems to be like outpushing the entirety of Thunder Awaken. As I said, I'm literally watching 2 illusions of barreling on both tier 3 towers.
This is crazy.
Yeah. Like, miCKe by himself is keeping Thunder Awaken in their base right now.
Trian's just working overtime at the moment. He's like, please, can I get like an Octarine or a Spell Prism or something? I don't have enough living armors for this shit.
That'll be the rest of the game. So Nisha, he has been passed the cheese as well. So lost the Aegis, but got the cheese. Will be able to predict it. Oh, Thunder Awaken, they are smoked up. But bot Creep Wave is about to hit the Thunder Awaken base. So this smoke should be pretty obvious for Liquid. And already they aren't really in the area. Other than Zai.
Zai's nearby. And here we go. Yeah, you see him. He swoops away. Zai is going to get to safety. They don't want to chase this far. And boxi's here as well. Just kind of rolling around nearby, as usual.
That's for me.
Once again, this is so crazy. These illusions from the CK just constantly shoving the waves in. What do you do about this? Not leave your base ever? That seems to be the only answer. You can go on a little
like the territory where you kind of want Grimstroke to have an Aghanims, so then you can at least take over the CK. Like, it's also why you're not seeing CK go for like AC and stuff, because he knows the potential play from MJZ.
Spell Prism on Trian, let's go.
More living armor. Thunder Awaken, they've just not left their base for nearly 8 or so minutes. Of course, they aren't aware what's happening elsewhere right now in the group stage with the other teams. But spoiler alert, if you do want to mute and not get spoilers, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shopify did win their first game against Azure Array. So Thunder Awaken, they need to mirror Shopify to draw out a tiebreaker to not be eliminated. Winning this game, winning the next game, they need to win at least one. But Shopify already now have escaped the 5th slot in the group due to taking 1 game win over Azure Array so far. And now you can unmute, but you won't hear that because you're muted. But chat will tell you to unmute.
Maybe Scriff can signal it.
Nah.
He's in the zone. So, all in all, Liquid just kind of farming the entire map. Once again, just using the Phantasms, the Mantas to shove the waves in, getting as much gold as possible as they can muster until Roshan respawns, which won't be long from now. And that really has to be the time where Thunder find a way to leave their base. And to be fair, their lanes are in the best place they've been for the past 15 minutes. Still all on their side of the river, but, you know. Here we go. Liquid start to take control off the bottom side of the map and getting ready for Roshan to respawn. Now, we'll be 1 minute 30, so the other team, of course, knows that. But they will both need to be wrestling for control of this area. Do they have any ways to see inside the pit on Thunder Awaken from a distance? Power shot,
They got the power shot, stroke of fate, yeah. They got some options. I think if they're even casting those spells, though, they might be getting jumped by a boxi or two, so need to be careful. And for the first time, though, in the last 20 minutes or so, they've actually have waves in a good spot for Thunder Awaken. This is a smoke where they are running straight into the high ground where they could have already positioned.
Oh my god. To be fair, if you can kill off these Phantasms, it's a decent start to the fight for them, but you are putting Knight in a vulnerable position if the Silver Edge comes through onto him, which is exactly going to happen. Now the Ice Blast comes through as well. Knight gets completely torn apart. And you've got to ask the question, what on earth were you expecting? Illich, he tries to come in around the sidelines to just blow up Zai, but Zai, he doesn't really care. He's still got an ultimate available should he want to use it, and absolutely will. Illich going to get dropped now as well. Nisha takes him out over on the sidelines. MJZ just getting absolutely mobbed with Chaos Knight illusions. And that will spell an end to Thunder Awaken's hopes of keeping hold of this bottom side of the map. And Roshan is kind of an afterthought right now. They don't know when it's going to respawn, but buildings, they're there forever. And Liquid barreling down the bottom lane, looking to break this high ground right now.
I just didn't expect the bristleback to be so, crazy with his initiation there. Like, he still had the BKB up, he didn't use it. He gets stunned, the A's and play the sun. Like, you're running into like a choke point where your team can't join you. It's
Sniper's hitting tier 4s.
a little bit surprising, but again, they were down by 25k gold. It wasn't an easy fight for them. This was Liquid's game to win, and yeah, they're already in the tier 4s. There's no buyback on the winner or the bristleback.
They push very, very fast. AA Blast even being thrown into the fountain, trying to keep them in there. iNSaNiA trying to delay them as much as possible. Ancient exposed, no Fortify available. Sladham's trying to get on Nisha in the backlines here, but boxi comes across and just turns the Omni to stone and just kicks him away. He's not allowed to play the game. He's kicked out of the base. Oh my god, Ancient exposed, miCKe and Nisha just blasting away at it. They'll quickly turn around to blow up MJ said. Knight trying to do something, but there is nothing to be done. The throne is going to pop, and maybe they bring down Nisha. The nice little therapy kill. miCKe, you got to finish the job here. They got to finish the job, and they will. They're weak.